filtration. They catch the risk of it and it gets communicated in various levels of filtration. I mean, at least one representative from the person who's going to code, if he's there at that level of customer interaction, definitely the leakage is less.
I'm going to answer your question in the agile model towards my last slide. Who is responsible for doing what in agile modeling? And if you look at Scrum, the user stories are written by the product owner in discussion with the entire team. So it's not the higher manager, which was happening earlier, and we have seen the story where the customer was looking at elephant and he got delivered a buffalo. That is where the problem was, and that we are trying to resolve through agile. Fine. There is some question. Yeah.
So you introduced something called model storming.
Yes.
So potentially this model storming can happen for every story. That means multiple times in a sprint.
Not potentially, it is for every
For
story.
every story.
Yes.
So when do you do that? Is it like an extension of the stand-ups, or is it a separate meeting that has to happen
Okay.
apart from stand-ups?
Yeah. I was about to cover your point into my next slide. There is a new method has come for development. This is known as JAD, Joint Application Development. So what happens in joint application development is the person who is doing who is writing to code or working on a requirement, he will create a design and he will ask all the team members to come to JAD session. And there the design or the code or the algorithm will be discussed. It is not an extension of daily stand-up meeting. This JAD session is as and when required. You may have multiple JAD sessions in your sprint, or the Scrum Master may club 2-3 JAD sessions and have a single JAD session. Fine. So if you are working on architecture of the system, the more you go towards up, it is more architectural in nature, or more theoretical in nature, or more modeling in nature. But the moment you come downwards, it is more writing the code. So agile model doesn't say that you have to come up with a prototype. It says you have to come up with working and proof of concept of the code also. It's not that I am a good designer, I am a very hi-fi person, so I will tell some hi-fi things to you without saying how it will be implemented. Fine. So I have to prove also that this code this design is going to work, and this is how it should be coded. Yeah. Please.
How is it different from a spiral model where you take a prototype towards the product, where the entire prototype to the product is based on model development?
Basically, this is an extension of that only. In Spiral, we never talked about that the design or the model must be supported by a code. Where good designers, they tell that, okay, do this, without telling how. So Agile model also says, if I am proposing a model, then I must write the code. Whereas somebody else is doing designing and somebody else is doing the coding, or somebody else is doing the testing. So this is how it, basically that is an extension of that model only, but with this modification. In Spiral we don't have model storming. Okay, I have designed, I have modeled something, everybody must work on that. Here it is more democratic in nature. I wish you to look at this. I want a feedback from you. It may possible I have a better solution than what you have modeled. So this becomes more agile when this spiral model comes into agile modeling. Yes. So right now this is a proprietary thing. There is a person called Gamble. He is owning this, but soon it will become open for all. Like Scrum or Agile, it is open for all. There is nobody holding the responsibility. So if you look at my slides, it is not showing you. I have written the copyright information also. This is right now copyrighted. Oh, previous slide it was there, no? Okay. Next slide again it will come. So what are the design philosophy in agile modeling? Design evolves over time and not upfront. Don't think that you will create a big design upfront. It must evolve over time. It takes time to create. Likewise, in writing user stories in Scrum, it evolves over time. So design also evolves over time. That is why we have a hierarchy of design. So the concept at the upper level to the bottom level where continuous integration comes, there are 6 different levels. So design also gets converted into code at 6 levels. Then design model should be barely good enough to start. Don't think that in a single shot you will create a good design and that can resolve all your problems. It must be just good enough to start. Multiple models and prove with the code. Whatever model you have created, it must be proven with the code. It means that you just not only model it, you have to come up with POC, proof of concept. Then you have to make it short and simple and iterate. The design cannot come out in a single iteration, so you have to keep on modifying it. Then very important, design throughout your life cycle. If you look at the spiral model where we just design and throughout the project it remains constant, or waterfall model, you design and it remains throughout constant for the project. Whereas AMD
and this 5' poly really took time to again understand why it is happening, because this initially Sanger sequencing also gave some poly and some sequences, but we could not convince because of we thought some reason, some error. So this high throughput sequence, Sanger sequence, 454 sequencing gave us the very new information which was not available in the plant and also in the animals. And then I went back to the database, NCBI. Again, NCBI is a garbage, but you can pick anything which is unused. That's what I did. So, okay, I found the plants, Arabidopsis. Of course, I found poly the beginning, and also rice, maize. So, and humans and mouse, and then virus. So only this, there are 5 papers, Nature paper 2 and DNA paper 3 from the viral group. This only one gene or one genome is now to produce 5' poly signature. And then I wrote to all the authors. So what could be the reason? So the one of the guy, Arabidopsis guy, whole genome sequencing and full length cDNA science paper, he gave me an indication. He sent me 2 clones of the same, which is not due to artifact. So that way, we took out lots of information. This is not just this phenomena is not only in plants, but also they deposit it. They all said maybe artifact, we don't know. So there's the answer. And I wrote to the viral group, and the reply was.
It should happen at the very first stage of the project, even before starting the project. Once that is done, then you have to go to model storming, where the entire team will discuss about models, and then you have to keep on iterating your model. So the first level should happen at sprint level 0, second level after your sprint planning meeting, and third level at your day-to-day activity every day in your sprint. So very first day of the sprint or very first day of the release? Yeah. I'm just summarizing it. So this is how you can apply your application development. So more important is you have to start looking at JAD sessions, joint application development, where the entire team is discussing about the designing, coming with the proof of concept of the code, and the best thing should be taken care into account. So agile model with the agile development and JAD, it has come up known as AMDD, Agile Model Driven Development. Any questions, or we can take questions offline? Yes, the entire team rather. Fine. Thank you for attending the session, and I will be available. So if we have questions, we can take it offline, and we can have discussions on that. Thank you.
Thanks, Amit. Thanks. So there's a small announcement. So the topic which we have right now.
Give you 10 minutes. Is that fair? One more ground rule. When I raise my hand, what do you have to do? You know this rule by someone. I don't know who presented this rule first to the world. But when I raise my hand, you all have to raise your hand. And then you have to listen to me. Is that clear? Actually, I want the control in my hand. That's the reason I'm saying this. I want you to listen at that point of time. So I will raise my hand. And then what you have to do? You have to raise your hands. Your hands. You raise your hand. Do it. Is that clear? Okay, then it means you have to stop and then you have to listen to me. I have some further set of instruction, and if you have any question, you can call me or Nishan. Okay, so can we get started? Can I start the timer? People that are there at the back, maybe you can join here. Okay, if you are interested to be in this workshop. Sir, why don't you join them? They are very, I know. Okay, guys, you are clear? The only person who can help you to understand is me. So don't create your local jargon and just assume what I said and then build on top of it and then just start working on that. Okay, if you're not clear, maybe you can ask me or Nishant a question. Clear? I want to hear very loudly, yes, we are clear what I have to do. Okay.
Already started brainstorming.
Good. You have 10 minutes for that. Start. You have to draw a picture where you have to depict like how a scrum can be bad, worst, not bad, worst. Like, okay, someone is singing a song or something, he's not talking about the real information. I mean the daily stand-up in general English, okay? We are using a metaphor of daily stand-up, you can use this for any purpose. How to stop this? From here.
There's a guy behind this.
How to stop this? No, I have to switch off. Oh.
We should depict one person saying in a bubble agenda for a stand-up program. We are doing every okay on the night. Very good.
If you are from
urgent phone call. What happened, sir? You are in a scrum meeting and you got a call. It is important and you are going to talk on this phone for 15 minutes. So the entire people's time is gone for waste for 15 minutes or what? Especially everybody has to be there. So how this, how will you sort two guys on the mobile. No, only one is
You better say, that's the reason we are having a conversation.
That's one of the problems.
The first thing, we have started a meeting at a particular point in time, and we are just keep going. Like, we don't have an intent. We are not having a time box here.
Absolutely.
Next one, we have people connected across the locations, but we are disconnected. And we are not engaging the individual who is on the PC. Third one, people are on their own. It's not been controlled. One person is dreaming, another person working, and there is a lady who is on the phone, and there are side conversation happening. And if you see, there is a person working with a laptop. So people are independent. They are not contributing to the team. It's not teamwork here.
Even in the VC, it was put in mute.
Neither. No, it actually means, right, neither he is talking about it, nor the team is engaging him.
Go to the other team. Maybe clap for them. Very nice. See here. Quickly, guys, can you stand up and present your case?
Nightmare in daily stand-up calls. It starts on time and it continues for hours, not ending in 15 minutes as should be. And customer is not participating, which is a major nightmare. And teams are joining from different geographies where getting status is tough. And some people giving status via mobile or any electronic modes, which we may not say whether it's true or not. When somebody is there in personal, we can judge whether it's true or not. When giving some other electronic modes, we are not sure. And discussing about budgets in front of everybody and having too many product owners. So these are some of the nightmares we faced in our daily stand-up calls.
Who has a stick in her hand and says that do it day and night. There is a whiteboard which is empty and it is unused. So you have some planning paper cards here, but they are also unused. So you listen to the product owner, do the planning and do the execution. And here people are getting a lot of nightmares saying that my weekend is gone, my sleep is gone, I will not be able to sleep day and night. So there is a servant leader here, but who is obeying the product owner instead of doing the servant.
Very, very important.
Which people do instead of concentrating on the scrum call. So like few people are clueless, some are talking on the phone, some are thinking about someone else, like not concentrating on the scrum call. Some are completely lost, like what exactly is happening in the scrum. Some are talking to each other and making small groups within a scrum group. So and the scrum master is furious and confused what exactly is happening over here. And to summarize it, we have drawn 3 monkeys of Gandhiji, not listening, not talking, and not understanding or not hearing. Thank you.
Let's quickly go to the.
I did yesterday, and they would go drink, and the whole scrum goes for a task. And there are people who say, let's discuss later what's there in the scrum. So they go out and say, have a coffee, and then discuss, keep discussing, and the product owner and the testers don't know what the developers discussed with the product owner, and it's always a surprise. There's one guy who never speaks in the scrum at all. So and there's 2 guys who never stop speaking in the scrum. So those kind of communications is what the nightmares are.
Great job. You're done.
The scrum goes for almost 8 hours in a day. So the works only does in the scrum meeting. Someone is busy on the phone. A few of the people are still discussing what he has to do today, and he is confused that how x plus y is equal to z. So he's trying to get the answer from all the other team members. And even customer is not at all involved. He is confused at what I need. So few of the other team members is planning for the lunch meeting where we are going to have food. So things like that.
Okay, great one. Thank you. I believe
only the board is there. There are no members joining on time, and only the scrum master is waiting for the other persons to join. And one last thing is, like, there is a romance happening, and people are talking about it, and that's happening in the scrum.
Okay, great, good one. So I think you might have enjoyed it. How many of you have enjoyed so far? Okay, good. So the next step is, maybe most of the problems are common across, right? And we are not from the same company for sure. And we see that this is the same thing which is happening over there in the other company. Very big learning for me. And whenever I have done this exercise, I learned a lot, like, different problems. Like today also I learned a couple of. So now I want the same teams to flip the chart, use your learnings with this discussion and your drawing and your, whatever you have brainstormed so far. And now I want you to come up with a, what we call in the team charter, right? That, okay, we will have these bullet points in front of our team when we are doing our daily scrum, so that these things will never occur. Is that clear? Clear? Questions? Before you start, guidelines, some which we call values, right? Which we call principles, right? For our team to do a better stand-up, or we call daily scrum, right? Which we call, okay? Does that make sense or not make sense? Sir, over there on that table. So I want you to write down a couple of points with your understanding that this makes sense to my team, and we are going to use this in front of our team